Hi, Robert. How you doing? Everything should be better today. I readjusted the bandwidth. Let's see how is it better? Okay. If I have to reset the bandwidth again to make it much better, I'm testing this out. Okay, who do we have here? Juan Jose Fernandez from Argentina. How are you, sir? Let me put my email in there so you could get on my mailing list, okay? And I'll send you some PDFs if you want. So Juan, if you want to be coming frequently 1 p.m. and 7 p.m., 7 p.m. it's a different location. What is this? No, you email me and I'll add you onto my mailing list. And what we'll do, when you need PDFs, I'll give you an update on the location and times for the lesson. They're free right now. And I'll give you some PDFs as needed. We work out of the stick control book, the syncopation book, all of Gary Shafee's patterns series, and my books, syncopation formulas, and stick control formulas, and Joe Morello's master studies. Hey, Robert, how you making out with the fill-ins with the master studies? You doing okay? All right, let's just wait for a few more people to come. In the meantime, you can warm up. Take your bass drum and play 16ths. 1E and a 2E and a 3, 4. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Now, what I want to add to that exercise, okay, or addressing rather, the hi-hat functions. Now, there's quite a few. We learn standard heel, toe, heel, toe. And that's nice when you're playing a D, do, D, 4. When you're playing a straight ahead jazz pattern. What I want to add to this is playing the hi-hat 1, 2, 3, 4 while you're doing the 16th notes with the bass drum. 1E and a 2E and a 3, 4. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. Ba-da. That's one option. Now you want to be able to play that for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay? Now, besides playing 1, 2, 3, 4, you can play 1E N on the 8th notes. 1E and a 2E N. So you got 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So you could add that to your collection of practices, okay? Marcio. How are you, Marcio? Marcio, where you're from? Where? Mexico? And Juan Jose Fernandez is from Argentina. Okay, so we have Wisconsin, USA. We have Mexico, and Argentina. Okay, so we're waiting for a few more people to come, okay? So in the meantime, while we're waiting, just why don't you exercise the options with the hi-hat, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in, while you're playing, hold on, while you're playing the bass drum on 16ths. It's a good loosening up thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and 4 and 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E and the 2. And do that for 2 or 3 minutes, okay? Okay, so the one thing I really want you to start to do, you know, when we're playing some, say, patterns like 1, 2, 3, 4, usually the hi-hat's on the 4. So what that's going to do, you're doing this. It's going to take its place, and that frees up other limbs. 1, 2, 3. Get the idea? Robert, you have any questions on the fill-ins? And for those who have double bass drums, let's do an answer, or call answer rather. See what I'm doing, Robert? Let's say I'm taking a 5-stroke rough, or single 5, 1 E and a 2. I called, now I'm going to get an answer. Paradiddle. Get the idea? There you go. Or you just want to exercise your bass drum 16ths, like this. Now I'm playing with my heels up there, and I'm not doing it too fast. So I'm exercising it. So answer, call, or call answer rather, and 16ths. Or you can do triplets as well. So on and so forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so what I want to start to do again today, I don't want to go back into the triplet rolls like I did for yesterday and all the interference, the technical issues. I want to work in the workbook. Well, this is the stick control book formulas. What I want to do, is there any one in particular, Robert, you'd like to go over? Marcio, you should buy the PDFs for this. I'll send them to you in the mailbox, 180 pages for $25. Marcio, compréhension, that's French. Understandez? Capiche? Okay, anything you want to go over in the workbook? It's actually what I did when I say workbook. It's all of the ostinato patterns, okay? And all the combinations. Paradiddle ostinato. First of all, let me ask Marcio and Juan. Juan, what does the term ostinato mean? Marcio and Juan. What does the term ostinato mean? Give me your meaning. Come on, Marcio. And Juan and Robert. Robert, you know already. No response. Hello? Robert, you still do you understand? You get a better understanding of the half note triplet? Hopefully you've been working on the table of time. There's so much to do, it's just unreal. Marcio and Juan, do you know what ostinato means? Yes or no? I need an answer. Do you know what ostinato means, Juan? All right, give me your definition. Marcio, come on, let's hear you. Okay, no response, no lesson. Marcio, let's go. No speaking the English, I know. You speak of the drums. Okay, an ostinato is a pattern which continually repeats itself. So if, for example, if I played a paradiddle, over and over again, that is an ostinato, but it doesn't, that's, what are you going to do with that? You're just playing paradiddles. So what we're going to do, let's see what this is. I can't see that far. Okay, well, I could have done that. All right, let's take a paradiddle, like I just did. But I played the paradiddle on one surface. Now, if I take that paradiddle and say move it over between two voices, the hi-hat and the snare drum, and add a backbeat to the 2 and 4. I consider that a paradiddle ostinato. Okay, so now we're going to play that ostinato constantly. And that frees up my bass drum. Now, what do I want to play with my bass drum? Well, if you have the Gary Chaffee books, his time functions, you can see all the sequences of the maneuvering of the 16th note on the count of 1 and 3. Let me get comfortable here. Can't get comfortable. Excuse me. So I'm playing the bass drum on the 1 and 3. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. Now I want to move it over 1. Halftime shuffle and ghost notes. All right, we'll get to that in a second. The next one, we just played the bass drum on 1 and 3. Now we're going to play it on the E of 1 and the E of 3. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4. You understand that, Juan? Marcio, you understand it? Let me just do the and and the duff for them, all right? And then we'll get to the halftime shuffle. Let me just make it an adjustment here. I can't hit that right. Where is it? Hold on. It's on such an angle, it's ridiculous. Let's see if that works better. All right, we'll try that. Okay, now I'm going to put the bass drum now on the and. 3 E and a 4 E and a. We get that. I really don't want to do that, but we'll go to the da. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. That's on the and. 3 E and a 4 E and a boom. All right, that takes care of that little sequence. We'll get back to the ostinatos tonight, 7 p.m. on my site. The halftime shuffle, the ghost notes. Well, when I was first starting to play, I never heard of the term ghost note. That term comes from the dynamics. P, which is piano, is soft. Pianissimo, softer. And a ghost note is supposed to be there, but not. It's supposed to scare you. I don't know why the term ghost note. But anyway, back, I don't know how long ago, I did give you an exercise with triplets. What the stick control book is, R equals and L equals. So if I did that formula, say with line 3. 3, 4. Do you remember that one, Robert? If not, we'll go to line 5. I think it's, what, 14? All rights? We'll do all rights with that formula. One, 2, 3, 4. Now that's part of the halftime shuffle. Now what I do with the and of the triplet is make it, I hit it, but it's not pronounced, it's there. I'm going 1, 2, nice and light. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, to make it halftime feel, all right, I'm going to accent a backbeat. I'm going to put a backbeat on the count of 3 in addition to the ghost notes. I'll do it real slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So you see what those ghost notes, they're there. Does that help a little bit there, Robert? 1 and the 2 and the 3, and the 4, and get that motion going on like that. Nice and slow. Hold on. Man, if it's not one thing, it's another thing. Okay, hold on. Halftime shuffle was 3 and. You're going like this. Let me do it slow. You want to? I should write it down and send it to you. What it is 1 and the, 2 and the. Now, when you come to 3, your hi-hat and your snare drum are going to hit, but the 3 you're going to accent. 3 and the, 4 and the, 1, the, 2 and the, 3 and the, 4 and the, 1, 2, 3. So you get this. Get that? Of course you do. You're going to sit there and maybe for hours and just go. And as you do it for hours, it's going to tell you a lot about what you should do and what you shouldn't do if you maintain the technique. So I have 1 and, nice and slow, 2, make sure to sound right, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and so I got. Get it? Nice and slow for hours. You're going to miss the pop on the 3 once in a while. That's okay. Let it go by. Next time around, nail it. If you miss it again, keep doing it until you nail it. 1, 2. 1, 2. Pop, 2. Okay, now, bass drum parts. Let's start off really simple. You get the top going on, and just put the bass drum on the 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to write out some of that for you, Robert, okay? Yeah, you got to do it slow, no problem. You got it, but do it slow. Do you understand that, Juan? Marcio, do you understand it? You're okay with that half note triplet? What you have to remember, control comes before speed. The slower, it's actually sometimes more difficult to do things slowly than it is up-tempo. It's not going to sound, when you're doing it slow, it's not going to sound like a halftime shuffle. You're putting all the components together. And as you get them together and play it over and over again and up the tempo, the sound will arrive. Not a problem. Now the half note triplet. Juan, do you understand the half note triplet? Marcio, do you understand the half note triplet? And whoever is watching, what do I got here? Got to clean these glasses off. And whoever else is watching. Okay, but you got to do it slow. All right, we're going to work with now, Robert's requesting the half note triplet. So far we've gone over the half note triplet, the quarter note triplet, the eighth note triplet, and the 16th note triplet. The half note triplet is new. Now you wrote down what I had asked you, correct? Marcio, no thanks. What does that mean? You don't understand the halftime shuffle? Marcio, yes for Y for yes, N for no. Do you understand the halftime shuffle? I'm just basically doing a simple pattern on it. Now, when I play the half note triplet, I'm thinking mentally eighth note triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you should have wrote this down last night, Robert. I'm going to play it on the hi-hat. All right? I'm going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Now, a way to remember that, if you divide, you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so every 4 counts, you're going to nail it. 1 on the count of 1. On the second triplet, it's going to be on the and of the triplet, 2 and. And on 3, it's going to be the da of the triplet, back to the 1. Watch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and All right, let me try to demonstrate the half note triplet, one measure, and the quarter note triplet. Let me start with the half note triplet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and It's better to play that bass drum 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and also what you want to incorporate with that. Remember we were doing the Stone Killer last night with the accents on the triplet? No accents for the 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 measures of that. And then we did the accent on the downbeat of the triplet. And then we moved the accent to the last note of the triplet. And then we added to that repertoire the half note triplet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let me play 2 measures each of that pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3. Sorry. Let me do it again. My mind goes off. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. One more measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and get the feet moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left foot, heel, and toe. All right, does it help you somewhat? But you want to try to, if you're holding your sticks traditional like this, you want to exercise this with both right hand and left hand. But because if you're right-handed, your left hand is weaker, spend some time. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more measure. 1, see how slow? 2, 3, another downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and da, 2 and da, 3 and da, 4 and da. Then 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in that sequence, over and over and over again. You're going to be a little bit weak because it's new with the half note triplet. So spend a lot of time on that. Okay? Now, the one thing that you want to remember, if you really want to get into that halftime shuffle, I gave you the basic pattern, which you want to apply over and over again. Not fast, slow. Get all the sounds, all the components together, and absolutely in time, and then nail that 3, and work on that nailing that backbeat on the 3, and work on the ghost notes. Okay? Now, the exercise, the hand exercise on one surface I gave you was R equals right, left, right. L equals left, right, left, with the accent on the first stroke. And that's a good exercise. You could actually play this between the hi-hat and the snare. But let me just do it on one surface. I'm going to start with line 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can take that same exercise and hit it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. So on and so forth. Now that's just the halftime shuffle. You want to learn the full. I think somebody call it the Texas Shuffle. Something like that. I forgot. I have to research that again. Okay, so now, the halftime shuffle is very important, Robert. Now, in the beginning of the lesson, we added the hi-hat. We gave it another motion. Instead of 2 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to play it on the ands against the bass drum, warming up. Remember that, Robert? 1 E N, 2 E N, 3 E N, a 4. Now my hi-hat, I'm playing with my heel up, and I'm getting a squishing motion, or squash, whatever you want to call it, as the downbeat. 1 E N, a 2, 3. And practice with a metronome. Do it slow. Give that right foot a workout. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll take it to another zone on the ands. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E, 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, what is this, Marcio? You expect me to understand that. Marcio. No fala, Spanish. I should. Okay, where is Jose? Juan Jose Fernandez. Do you understand everything we've done today? Robert, we added some new stuff to your repertoire. Nine people are watching, and 3 people are in this chat. Don't forget, people, I know who's watching, because at the end of the video or at the end of the lesson, YouTube tells me who was watching and who was in the chat. So step forward, come into the chat, say hello, okay, and make new drumming friends. Ask some questions. Disagree with me, agree with me, or add your approach to different things, how you do it. It's all the learning process. The more information we receive, the more we get. Hola, amigo. Calanders. Okay, where are you from, Calanders? Hola, amigo. Hello, friend. Okay, hola, amigo to you too. Remember now, you guys want to know the time and location of the lessons. I do 8 a week. And I will send Los Angeles. Okay, you speak English. Okay, from Illinois. All right. Matt, Aaron. Okay. Aaron, Richard. Okay, I'm sorry, Richard. Anyway, this is being taped, so you can come back on your, when you feel like it, and watch the video. Now tonight at 7 p.m. I have a different location. My location, I'm going to write down. I will be there at 7 o'clock. Now, what I've been doing, hey, Jimmy. Jimmy! Okay. The chat was always there. You have to wash your glasses off like I do. Anyway, this is being taped, and in about an hour or so, it will be up on my channel. If you want to get notifications of I'm live, you have to subscribe to my channel. Okay. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 1 p.m., I'm on this channel. 7 p.m., Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's Eastern Standard Time. I will be at mattpatellalivelessons.com. YouTube is going to be free forever. My site is going to be open for free until January. Now, if you're going to frequent the lessons, what you want to do is get a stick control book, all of Gary Shafee's pattern series, Joe Morello's master studies, and the syncopation, plus my books. That is the stick control formulas. They come in PDFs and in hardcover, and in the syncopation book. The hardcover is only available in the U.S. That's like, the stick control formula is 180 pages. And if you send $25 to my PayPal account, I will send you 180 pages of stick control book formulas. Okay, don't forget the new guys. Email me, and I will put you on my list. And every Monday you will receive an email of the locations and the time of my lessons. Occasionally I have to cancel, and you should know that, instead of wanting to come to the lesson and I'm not there. And if you need PDFs that they're required for that day's lesson, you will get them. But purchase those books. We do a tremendous amount of work, especially out of the stick control book. And I show you How to Stick Control book, and Joe Morello's Master Studies, and Gary Shafee's Pattern series, and the Syncopation book is all related. So does everybody here understand what I just did today? Any questions? Anything you'd like me to go over? Hey, Jimmy, is the buffering gone? The problem was the bandwidth. It was set at the wrong zone, man. So I think that this is it. The bandwidth is back in place. Hopefully that the lessons are coming to you the way they should be. Jimmy. Oh, yeah, and September, I think is, let me see the date on that. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Sunday, October 25th. Steve Forster is going to be here, and him and I will go over his new publication, and we'll discuss his relationship and my relationship with Joe Morello, what our inspirations were, so on and so forth. And that's going to be on this channel, and it's free. It's on a Sunday, the 25th of October, 3 p.m. Well, I reset the bandwidth. You say it looks much better. I wish it was perfect. Okay, Robert, any questions? No. Eduardo, you have to email me. You email me, and I will send you the PDFs. I cannot take your email from here. Good, Robert. I hope I helped you out somewhat. I hope I helped everybody out because you're helping me out. Okay, and I'll set up the overhead tonight. It's basically going to be the same lesson, but when you're doing a lesson, things change. The same lesson, things kind of change because other questions come up. Like, you know, I started off with the ostinato pattern and exercising the foot, the double bass drum call answer, the halftime shuffle, and the half note triplets, so on and so forth. Okay, Eduardo, no problem. Robert, Jimmy, Eduardo, Marcio, Richard, Steady in Time, Calendars, Marcio, did I say him already? And Juan. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you every lesson. They're free. For now. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off. No siesta today. Practice. I don't have to play with the computer. Ay, boonga. Okay, guys, no questions. See everybody tonight, 7 p.m. Have a good day. Come on, Pooter.